Hello, welcome to my Sunday Frump. So today is kind of a different day, I guess. It's a mukbang, but I'm gonna be eating this prison tamale that I made, and I know it's been a while since we did recipes or whatever, but let's do a review. I also made a cappuccino, if you can see it. I made this cappuccino fresh, and I added extra pinch of mocha, and so let's get started. Here's the reveal. Here it goes. And this is what I have now. I took it out the bag, dumped it in the cup because I just felt like it wasn't quite yet cooked, and I was in a hurry, so I microwaved it for like a minute. Here it is. You can see all the steam coming off of it. Quite delicious smelling. Smells exactly like the shaker of Mrs. Dash, but I'm not hating. This is my meal today, and here we go. Let's break into it and see what we have. It's too hot to eat right now. I made a mess, but it is so good. I'm not even gonna hold you. You guys were right about that, Mrs. Dash. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna fuss. It's okay. Let's try the cappuccino. Ooh, that is good. I put some extra sweetener in it. Some of y'all got a scare this morning. I heard that, I guess in Lebanon, up there up north, got that was the center of an earthquake. It was 4.8 scale. They said that New Jersey and New York City shook. So they had a what do you call them, aftershocks, like not that long afterwards. And those were scaled like 2.0, which is pretty obvious activity, seismic wise. Also, I wonder how many of you guys are gonna watch that total eclipse. I heard it happens once in 40 years. And that's coming soon. People are selling out all kinds of merch. They're selling glasses and all kinds of things. In my opinion, they're cool souvenirs. But if you're crazy enough to stare into the sun for 3 minutes, guys, come on. No. And that's just during the total eclipse, right? No, don't do that. Don't stare into the sun, whether it's got a halo on it or it has a diamond or uh you know, what have you. It could be like, you know, it could just be like garnished with rubies. I don't care. I'm not gonna stare at that thing. The concept is a ball of radiation that emits light at its purest form. It has like a fireball effect going on around it too. So when those flare out, they're called like solar flares. Um, the light catches real fast in the sky, so your eye kind of catches it without even noticing it. So those little flecks, you know, are enough to cause damage. You do not want to stare for minutes at a time at our source of light in the entire universe. Please do not do that. I think it's fun to have like watch parties. I think it's fun to have games and do activities surrounding that. If you're gonna be outside and you're ready, that's great. I'm just saying. But I love I love how do you call them? Outer space. I love space studying, all that stuff. Um, telescopes, all that. Like even the science of it. Like I'm a Star Trek dork or whatever you call them. I'm not even gonna lie. This is really good. You know what? This would taste good with cheese on it. Mm. I guess I had it and then I warmed it up and it just fell apart. Mm. So like I have a little bit of update on about the whole Biden Gaza situation. And I know he's been backing Israel, trying to send he's been trying to send weapons to help um help rid terror in Israel and prevent future attacks. So um he did state that he was disgusted by the actions of IDF. Several officers have since been fired, essentially. And so, like, there's a worldwide backlash about that situation. I think, and that I think it's called World World Kitchen something world some type of World Kitchen um the organization, but they did lose seven of its members of that organization that aids providing food in Gaza to the Palestinians affected. And like I said, Biden did speak out against those actions that were taken by IDF to conduct those airstrikes. I did see some footage of the area that was struck, and there is a literal World Kitchen organization, one of those aid trucks on the roof. It had a hole, a massive hole, approximately a quarter the size of the roof, the entire roof. So I can see that there was significant damage during the, you know, the whole process. So I think Biden, he stood his ground and he held, a meeting and had several talks, and he spoke with Israel. And Israel, they don't condone things like that. So there were measures taken as far as IDF, because of course they're gonna act right away, and try to correct what they did, and that's what they did do. Um, as far as the future holds, um, it's still the the efforts are still ongoing. So what they want to do is reroute or have new routes, or like they were trying to reinforce those particular routes, and of course those were the ones that were struck. So they're trying to devise and implement plans, because this was supposed to be the ceasefire, and of course there are going to be um, there's going to be some unfortunate situations, because this is in fact you know conflict, so there is going to be battles and there is going to be fighting, but like I said, everybody is just trying to stay focused and support Palestine. But the UN is calling that Israel does take accountability for those actions taken if war crimes were committed. So this is starting up an issue with the UN. I hope that helps you guys kind of speed you up on what's going on. And I always think about what's going on over there, but you know, we can just keep them in our thoughts, and you know, and just raise awareness that there are people that are in need right now, and everybody's trying to get together, put their brains together, and try to come up with something, to provide the food, the shelter, the medical, all those things that we have, and kind of like we don't even think about, the day-to-day things that you actually need, the basic necessities, the bare essentials, you know. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon on my Son Different. Bye bye.